Hi, MC.
Hi, Chip. So,
Hi.
what
Hey.
are we doing? Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
No, well, we fucked this up already, haven't we? This
Yeah,
is a good start. All I was going to say is I don't think on this channel we've ever really kind of properly introduced ourselves and who we are and what we do.
That's very true. I mean, anyone listening might just assume that we're a couple of fucking idiots that play video games badly.
Well, you'd hope they'd get the point of it, yeah.
But actually, as you chronicled in earlier years, during our teenage years, we had an exciting double life.
We did. So what this series is a brand new series, so that's exciting, first of all. But we've always fancied ourselves as a couple of writers, you know, a couple of beret-wearing, Starbucks hanging out, Mac-using pricks. And from quite a young age as well, we were fairly productive. And when we were teenagers, we used to talk on the phone, like the landline phone. That's how long ago it was. For literally hours, because we were girls, apparently.
Nothing better
girls
to do.
speak on the phone.
Yeah.
And what I remember. So what this series is we're going to look back at some of this particular series that I wrote as a teenager. So I must have been out 14, 15, something like that.
Sounds about right.
And we were talking on the phone one day, and we came up with this idea about how great would it be if we were ninjas and we got to fight vampires and zombies.
I feel like you may have been watching Angel a little bit.
And Buffy, yes.
Yeah, just a bit.
So I think I stole everything from those as well. So I did. I wrote this. Originally I thought it was like a one-off episode, and in the end I had. I think I turned it into 4 seasons worth of this show that it became. And
I also love how you refer to it as seasons and show, even though it's like a Word document.
Hey, it got broken down into seasons, right? It's seasons.
Because that's how writing works.
Exactly. This is how I was going to make my fortune as a 14-year-old writing about us being ninjas.
It did get picked up somehow.
And as, admittedly, I was, not the great writer that I am now back then. So I thought it'd be quite funny to read through this show again. Sorry, I'll stop calling it that. This lost artifact in time.
Yeah.
And we could read through it and laugh at it because it'll be really bad.
Good plan. Let's do that.
Okay, let's do it. So, I'm just going to call it a show because it's easier.
Yeah.
This show is called Tomuarigassen. And as an edgelord 14-year-old, I thought that was really cool because it's the Japanese word for revenge. I think
it might be. Yeah, I remember
don't know.
Looking it up on like Google Translate or whatever the equivalent was back in fucking 2002 or whatever.
Yeah.
Not long ago.
Yeah.
And it was I think that means revenge.
Sure. Tomuarigassen says Tomuarigassen.
And also, fuck knows how you actually pronounce it. Cause
who cares? We called it Tomuarigassen, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go through the first episode of Tomuarigassen, the beginning.
You can stop watching now. By the way,
no, this is good. It's fine. Okay, episode 1, the beginning. 2 young men from England are devastated to find that their families have been butchered by evil things. I'm not sure why I decided to put evil in little quotation marks.
It's relative morality, By our standards, they're evil, but by their own, they're just doing what's necessary.
Yeah, I mean, even as a 14-year-old, I was quite liberal, apparently. 1, MC Doomer, and I like the fact that I've gone from the word 1 here to the letter 2 at the start of the sentence as well, already showing my skills there.
Yeah.
1, MC Doomer, which is you. Mm-hmm. A computer genius finds his fiancée, Carol, eaten by zombies.
Even then, you were finding ways to dig at me with the calling my fiancée Carol.
What was the thing with Carol? That was a thing for a bit.
I think it was just that we hated. I think it was Carol and Sharon were two of the most. No offense to all our Carol and Sharon
all
named
our subscribers
listeners.
Carol, so
exactly.
Gone now.
We thought it was just a particularly unglamorous, unattractive name.
That's very true. So you're a computer genius, obviously, because I think you knew how to use Word at that point, and I didn't, so that's why I thought you were a computer genius.
I remember one time in college, I was typing fast, and I don't think it was you, but one of our gang, maybe Jay, was like, I bet you could hack into the government. Because I could type fast. Genius. That's how it works.
But how about this for I mean, this is a tragic opening.
Yeah.
You're a computer genius, and your fiance, who you loved, Carol, she's been eaten by zombies, who were obviously real in this universe straight away.
And just got it there.
His sorrow is
worsted.
Worsted?
Worsted. No, it's worsted.
I'm sorry, your sorrow was worsted.
That's amazing. You're inventing your own language. It's like Shakespeare. You're coining phrases that are going to be used for generations to come.
His sorrow is worsted by the fact he had to kill his very big space there, now undead girlfriend to save his own life. So I'm assuming she turned and then went after you?
I guess so. I hope that I did make a quip about how, until death do us part or something like that.
And is this like a worldwide zombie epidemic? I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you this. I wrote the fucking thing. But,
I suspect maybe it wasn't that well fleshed out, that maybe you didn't really establish that.
That is how I wrote most things, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is... and next we introduce our next character. The other is Chip Thompson, a wisecracking and unemployed scriptwriter.
You sound way more exciting than me. Like, you're a bum, obviously, but you're a wisecracking scriptwriter. Well, yeah. I'm good with computers.
Wow, thanks, Chip. Unemployed scriptwriter. Hey, you had a fiance and everything, man. You were ready. You had everything in life. I had nothing. Like I wrote this and I made myself unemployed.
I had to kill my fiance Carol, who I loved.
Hang on, we don't know what happens to Chip in this yet. Hang on.
True.
After attempting to research vampires for a possible film, he gets too close to the truth and accidentally gets his entire family killed by a gang of vampires. Wow. Like, is that like extended family as well? Like second, third cousins and all that sort of thing? Or?
It was like a family reunion, you know. Like, let's just go to this vampire cave. Bring a picnic. Bring the kids. Even the dog, you know. It's just everyone. All vampire dog.
All the bodies were recovered except for his brother. Ooh,
which
foreshadowing.
Definitely isn't foreshadowing. No, nothing's going to
nice.
happen there.
No, nothing at all. God. The two, still yet to meet, more research. There's a lot of research, I remember, I think. The two, still yet to meet, research into the two kinds of evil, but not quotation marks this time, because they've killed our respective families, so we know they're evil. There we go. I didn't want to get like a libel suit from a zombie or anything like that. The two still yet to meet research into the two kinds of evil that ruin their lives, so someday they might exact revenge.
Again, a new phrase, a new word.
Yes.
Revenge. How does that differ to normal revenge?
It's extra revenge. It's Tomuarigassen. Right. They find out the best methods of killing these fiends and think they are ready. However, the first time they try and fight, they learn a lesson.
Oh, okay. Exciting.
Oh. I know, right? Here we go. MC travels to a nearby graveyard where there has been reports of zombies rising. Just in the local news, or?
Yeah, I know. It's in the
Herald.
It's after the weather. Sunny spells expected. Mild zombies.
He manages to kill one thanks to a chainsaw. Evil Dead reference, one of many, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But there are too many. He only survives thanks to an old, strange Chinese man who kills some zombies before the rest run off. These are scared, running zombies.
I like to think that in your head there's like an old Chinese dude with like a coolie hat and robes, big mustache and a white beard.
It's Fu Manchu.
Yeah, basically.
A good version. Okay, so I think I look... Do I get a bit more backstory here, or is this just a really bad paragraph?
I presume you just make yourself really cool again. Chip, with a huge dick...
Chip hits a well-known vampire hangout. Again, in the local news, they just put an advert in there, apparently.
You just look it up on Google Maps, search for vampire.
But he's out of his depth. Well, obviously, he's an unemployed wisecracking scriptwriter. He's not equipped to deal with these vampires. He is knocked unconscious by a vampire wielding a fire extinguisher. That seems like a needless detail.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like what? He's a vampire. Why isn't he doing... Anyway.
Maybe that's his signature. He just carries a fire extinguisher. Yeah, he was a fireman.
Shit.
And then he got vampired. And now
he's after his revenge.
Yeah. Against fire.
He later wakes up in a strange building, lying in a hammock.
Again, very specific. Lying in a bed. No, wait. I know.
Hammocks. Chinese people only have hammocks. They can't afford beds. An old Chinese man walks into the room. So he's old and strange. We've established this. Behind him is a smartly dressed guy with glasses. MC. See, look, you're smartly dressed. You've got everything, man. You came from such a privileged background.
Smartly dressed computer genius. You're a wisecracking script writer who wakes up in hammocks.
Were you smartly dressed to go and kill the zombies? Was that your thing, or?
I don't know. I dress for the occasion. Dress to impress.
True. Okay, so the Chinese man introduces himself as Shin No Khan, that famous Chinese name.
Real? Wait, why is he Chinese? Because he's a ninja. Shouldn't he be Japanese?
Spoilers. We don't know he's a ninja yet. Shut up. Also, I don't know how I came. I think I didn't even Google Shin No Khan. I think I just made that name up.
Really? Gosh.
Yeah. Wow, I was a hideous racist as a 14-year-old.
And now as well.
Yeah, and now as well, especially now.
Yeah.
He explains that MC and Chip have been chosen to fight the evil in the world by an ancient and secret society, the Ku Claw.
Again, definitely real Chinese, possibly Japanese name.
Yes, there's definitely a hidden meaning behind that if you Google it comes up for like some Japanese, some sort of Asian lore. He continues that this is also a mystical and supernatural society that sees all. Ooh, it's getting there now. MC and Chips with no apostrophe, loss and heartache makes them perfect candidates for the Ku Claw, which chooses 4 men every 50 years to be trained to destroy evildoers, human and not. That's a weird sentence, isn't it?
They're very specific as well. It's like, a lot of zombies around, guys. Maybe we can do 6 this time? Like, nah, it's got to be 4. We don't have enough hammocks for more than 4, so...
But this is exciting. That means we've got 2 more characters to be introduced to here.
Yeah, I really can't remember that.
Okay, so they are...
Men as well. Sorry, just like to point out that not only was 14-year-old you racist, it was also sexist as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I think I was probably a backlash against, into every generation a Slayer is born.
Oh, true. Yeah, fuck you, Buffy. I could be a Slayer if I want.
I can have 3 Slayer friends as well, God.
We're going to be way cooler than you losers. We're all wisecracking script writers.
Unemployed script writers. They are to be flown to Japan to train every day for a year in the ways of the ninja.
Oh, year?
With 2 others with similar backgrounds. But we don't have similar backgrounds. I'm not sure what that means.
Well, there must be a lot of wisecracking script writers whose entire families are killed by vampires. And
what about all the smartly dressed computer geniuses?
Married to somebody engaged, sorry.
Yeah. You weren't there yet.
Yeah. I was probably waiting for her to change her name to something less horrible.
MC and Chip, considering their losses, both agreed to do it. Just like that. Off we go.
Do you want to be a ninja? Sure.
During the long flight, MC and Chip get talking and get on great, despite their obvious differences in class and social background and everything. They meet the other 2 Chosens at the dojo, which is in a secret...
Chosens? That sounds familiar. Chosen one?
I don't know. Again,
it's
I
almost
think
like
making up words.
Buffy or something.
Which is in a secret warehouse, and warehouse is spelled incorrectly. Somewhere in Japan.
Or China.
So I'm not even giving away. Yes, somewhere in Asia. It is here that these 4 men, the other 2 being Jack from America and Lee from Korea...
You do know more than 2 Asian countries.
But that's not even is it North Korea, South Korea? We don't know.
I think it would be pretty obvious. I don't think it's going to be fucking North Korean vampire hunters.
Hey, well, that's you being racist now, isn't it?
True.
It is here that these 4 men, the other 2 being Jack from America and Lee from Korea, learn all the ways of ninja and become ultimate fighters. Like we're going to be in the UFC or something.
To be fair, I'm sure we do well as ninjas. But
yeah, after a year's worth of training.
I trained for a whole year. Yeah, exactly. After you being an unemployed scriptwriter who presumably just sits around and watches TV all day, I'm a computer genius, so best shape, really. Natural athletes.
Hey, how's this for an ellipsis of time? At the end of the training, MC and Chip, who are now great friends, see, that's nice,
Aww.
decide to team up in a fight against evil. Jack, who has now become cocky and arrogant, rejects the chance to join the team, as does Lee, who despised being in captivity for so long. Did we live in a fucking zoo? With hammocks?
Maybe he was from North Korea.
In
and
Japan,
got kidnapped.
with a Chinese man and a North Korean.
Yeah.
There's a sitcom here. At the final day in the dojo, Jack puts a blade in the back of their master and mentor, Shin no Khan.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
How
drama.
could they? How could
This
they?
is only the second page. MC and Chip try to intervene, but Lee has also joined Jack.
There's definitely your racism coming out again. You know, can't trust anyone from North Korea.
While their dead master lies on the floor, a great battle commences between the 4 ninjas, which we don't need to go into detail here, apparently.
It just happens. Take my word for it, it was amazing.
It's just starting to go MC and Chip's way, where then suddenly the dojo explodes thanks to a bomb planted by Jack and Lee. That was convenient.
Because that's part of the ninja training. You also learn about like IEDs. And there's a bit where you get taught by the IRA. There's like an exchange semester.
They're just coming to do a lecture.
Yeah.
MC and Chip awake to find themselves alone in the now decimated dojo. Do you know what? I'm quite impressed I knew the word decimated back then.
That's good. Well done, 14-year-old you.
Thanks. No Jack or Lee. And they have taken Shin no Khan's body. Oh my god. They're necrophiliacs. Oh my god. MC and Chip gather up all the reference material, books, weapons and supplies left and head off, swearing to find Jack and Lee one day.
Damn, there's already like... If this was a TV series, that would be the first 2 seasons.
I know, but in my world, this is a page and a third. Also, what are reference materials if they're not books?
I guess like they may have had CDs. Like I'm just thinking about the
floppy
time.
disks, definitely.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was the first episode of Tomuarigassen. How do we think this is going to go?
I think it will be not at all inspired by Buffy.
Do you mean inside? Do you mean by still everything from?
Yes.
Well, personally, I'm looking forward to finding out if there are any more Asian countries turn up.
Oh, yeah.
What other racist slurs I can slip in for a 14-year-old. And just exactly if Chip and MC will be able to track down Jack and Lee.